Please wave. Please wave at me. It's all I really want. It's all I really want in life. I'll even help you kill that thing. If you don't wave back, so help me. So help me. Just please say hi. Please say hi to me. I want nothing more than human interaction in my MMO game. Doesn't feel like chatting, apparently. Sad days. Sad days. Great work, Firestone. I knew you weren't useless. Here, have one of the better items I found out of the lots that you've collected so far. So we'll go ahead and grab the cape, I think. Yeah, because we have no cape whatsoever. You have to choose between those, and the cape is the best one for us right now. And before we turn in these other quests, I feel like we should probably go sell a lot of the stuff that we have here. Because, yeah, let's repair our armor. I don't think I even need the spring water right now. We'll sell that. It's only 1 copper, but it's a space in our Hearthstone, or it's a space in our bag, which we don't need. The Hearthstone, by the way, is something you can use to go back to your home, quote unquote. You can choose different homes by talking to innkeepers at different inns, and then when you use your Hearthstone, which has a 1-hour cooldown, it's going to teleport you to wherever it is you set your home to be at. Right now, by default, it's going to be the Shadow Grave, where we first came out of, but once we get to Orgrimmar, for example, or the Undercity, or wherever, you can set your home there, or if you're out questing, you know, for example, I'm just making this up. Let's say we're to go down to Silver Pine Forest and be questing in here. I could set my, hypothetically, let's say there's an inn right here. I could set my Hearthstone at that inn, go out and quest. Let's say quests take me all the way down here, finish up all the quests, then Hearthstone back to quickly, fast travel back across the world. But it's a 1-hour cooldown, so you kind of have to decide when you want to use it and when you don't want to use it. Get rid of that. Bug eyes, we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Actually, we don't have any quest items right now whatsoever, so we can just sell all this stuff off. And typically the game will tell you if you have a quest item, and won't let you sell it. Talk to Executioner, Executor. I call him Executioner earlier. Aaron here. Well, it's a start. I'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, Firestone. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. And Flax Vest is going to be our new item, which is better than our current chest piece. And we just leveled up to 5. Look at us go. Go ahead and put that on. We no longer have a robe, so now we see the bones all sticking out. In the upcoming Shadowlands expansion, they're finally updating character customization. So as an undead, you can choose to be normal like this, where your bones are sticking out, or you can choose to have all your skin but look like you've been decaying a bit, or you can choose to be a fresh skin, which basically makes you just look like a normal human that's kind of like undead that's been killed. So that's pretty interesting. The Scarlet Crusade, they're a very interesting faction in the Warcraft universe. You'll be happy to know we appear to be making progress in the mine, thanks in no small part to your efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a detachment of the Scarlet Crusade is setting up a camp northeast of here. The Scarlet Crusade is a despicable organization that hunts us, and they will not rest until every undead, Lich King, Scourge, or no, is destroyed. We must strike first. Be careful. Their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries. So initially there was a faction called the Silver Hand. And then from the Silver Hand, which are like holy paladins, like an army of the light kind of a thing, came the Scarlet Crusade, who are zealots. They will stop at literally nothing to kill and eradicate the world of undead. Where the Silver Hand was kind of like that, but not nearly as extreme as the Scarlet Crusade. Go talk to Novice Elrith here.
What do you require?
Oh, I thought there was going to be more of that, or else I would have read that. Whoops. Basically, she's probably like, hey, good job. Let's see if we have a new spell we can learn here. Nope, no new spells here at level 5. Goodbye. All right, so right now our only quest is for the Scarlet Crusade. Which, excuse me, I have to admit is a little bit nerve-wracking. So, Scarlet Crusade, I assume we're going to be further down the road here. Up in this area, maybe. But just to be sure, let's read the text here again. Our efforts, something about concerns. Reports detachment is being set in a camp southeast of here. So, are we going to have to be able to turn around? Oh. Oh, that's this guy fighting. Okay, I'm like, who's attacking me? I was like reading. I'll help him out. I don't get any credit for that or anything like that. So that's actually super odd. They're saying that the camp is southeast of Deathknell. So down, that's Silver Pine. They're like, oh, maybe they're saying to go like all the way over into here. I didn't even know that was actually part of this start. I mean, we can go check it out real quick, but I could have sworn they'd be further down the road. I know there's Scarlet Crusade stuff up in this area, at least in the current version of the game. But we'll walk down this way and we'll see if they're over there. Because I was looking at this, I'm like, there's the mountains. Mountains typically indicate you can't actually go that direction. I did do the undead starting, so... Oh, I see the flag. You guys probably barely see it right now, but yeah. Oh, they're only level 3. Okay, not too bad. I mean, there's a lot of them, though, so good thing we're not set to aggressive on our pet, because that would be a huge pain. Not gonna lie. And there we go. Scarlet Armband, which are the things we need to grab. These are just converts, I guess. They're super low level. I think using the damage over time effects would be really good if I was looking to conserve mana in between fights. That way I have less downtime in between fights. Like, right now, for example, we use our Shadow Bolts. And for this guy, however, let's just go ahead and put a Corruption on him and then let my pet do a lot of the damage. And then I'll also melee in the process. That way we can kind of like conserve our mana a little bit. And once we get a little bit of mana back, throw in a Shadow Bolt here and there. That way we have less downtime. Oh, that guy had a lot of stuff on him. Nothing we can really use. It's a frayed belt like the one we already have. But still. Alright, go ahead and grab this guy. I don't really need to... Oh, no, I tried to cancel my cast right there. So that's a caster, which is frustrating. So what we're going to do is we're going to run away from the caster. And what you do by running away from casters is typically... You can line of sight them, which makes them have to run towards you, and it stops them from casting. Now, what's also unfortunate is this guy is a named mob, which means he's level 5. Typically, he's going to be a little bit stronger. Alright, so he's dead. And this initiate, is he still aggroed to me? He stopped attacking. So typically, when they're casting like that, if you accidentally pull someone like that you don't want to have be able to get to you, you can like try and line of sight him, but obviously it's an old game, so he's like going through the trees. But in like current WoW, you can try and line of sight around trees and stuff like that, which is going to force him to stop casting, run towards you, and then get a line of sight on you, and then start casting again. So that can be helpful. All right, frayed bracers. Are those better than the ones we have for? No, that's the ones we already have pretty much. All right, we have to summon our imp back here. He keeps on dying. What can I say? Oh, I mentioned Hearthstones and inns before. A cool thing about being in an inn is you get rested experience. So, like, the longer you stay in an inn, up to a certain point, you get what's called rested XP, which basically gives you 100% more experience gained up until you earn all of your rested XP back. So, let's say you sit in an inn for a bit, you'll get 1,000 rested XP, which means for your next 1,000 experience, you're earning double experience until you reach that 1,000, and then you go back to normal XP, which is nice. So it's always best, like in between game sessions and stuff, while you're leveling, to stop in an inn and log out your character from the inn itself. Now that was a named mob that we already killed. Keep in mind, mobs do respawn, and it is an MMO. But I have a feeling after we do this, we're gonna have to go back and kill that guy. Darnassian blue. So we've got some blue cheese here, Darnassian blue. Darnassus is the Night Elf starting zone. Kind of weird they have cheese all the way over here. Because the Night Elf starting zone is right up here in Teldrassil, and we're over here. Like, quite a ways away. I love the look of the old school spells, though. Oh! That guy aggroed again. Oh, well. I mean, I'll farm you for some experience, I guess. But since he's a higher level guy, go ahead and put Corruption on him. And put an Immolate on him. And then we're just going to melee him because we're going to have no mana. There we go. Alright, we have no mana. Let's just sit real quick. It's so weird how sitting gives you faster mana back. I don't know. Makes sense, I guess, if you think about it from like an old school like RPG perspective. I guess there's really no point in like going further into the camp. I mean, I could just kill the guys that like this that respawn. You gotta be sure to go ahead and loot that too. Alright, Corruption, do your damage. Nice, he actually dropped the armband. You guys are dropping everything. Frayed gloves, those leather? No, those are cloth. 4? Oh, ours do 6. Alright, well, they're a downgrade, so we're going to rock the ones we have. This means more vendor trash, I guess. You're not going to lie, these guys kind of don't hurt all that much whatsoever, so I'm perfectly fine, actually, grabbing 2 of them. The initiates are going to be the casters. The converts are going to be the melee guys. The casters I don't really like dealing with. The melee guys are fun, because I can usually do, 2 shadow bolts before they can even come up and attack me once, which is nice. Oh my goodness, this guy just keeps respawning. Alright, dude. Alright, let's go. I'm going to do double dots and then melee. We'll see how that goes. You see how much that damage over time, plus my imp can really kind of like take this guy down. I mean, it's not the fastest way of getting a kill, but pretty efficient. Alright, here's the initiate, which is kind of annoying because it's considering cast spells on me. So we're going to have a spell war here. I think my spells hit a little bit harder than yours, dude. I mean, ma'am. Oh, and apparently didn't loot. There we go. Alright, one more. Please, Mr. Convert. Just drop the thing I need. That'd be swell. Now, one thing you could do is just like go through here and just farm these guys over and over and over as they continue to respawn and get a decent amount of experience from killing them. But right now, I'm more focused on the quests. If I get to the point where the quests I have are saying that I'm not a good enough level for them, then I'll start farming mobs. But for right now, there's really no sense in like farming these guys, I don't think. God, I love the art style though, man. The music, the atmosphere, the everything. It's addicting. There's just so much to do in WoW. Like right now, like getting ready for Shadowlands, the new expansion, which is coming out in the fall. On my Warlock in current WoW, I'm doing a lot of PvP, doing arenas and stuff like that, and farming up honor, collecting mounts, which mounts are like rideable things like horses or stuff like that, and gathering up as much gold as I can. There's just so much to do. It's fun. Why am I going that way? That's not where I need to go. I need to go this way. I'm just so used to going in there. And we didn't get any new things for level 5. Maybe level 6 we'll have new spells we can use. If only they listened to reason, eh, Firestone? Perhaps we could sit them down for a reasonable discourse. Ha! Light-blinded fools. The light is like the holy light in this. Forsaken Dagger. Ooh, does 2 to 4 damage as compared to my Worn Dagger, which is only 1 to 2 damage. That's an upgrade, boys. That's what that's called. Alright, go ahead and grab that. The Red Messenger. Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery. That's such a good dungeon. Actually, there's multiple dungeons up there, which dungeons, for if you guys don't know, are basically 5-man group content. Typically a tank, a healer, and 3 different DPS players. And there's bosses in there and a bunch of mobs and stuff like that. And it's a lot more difficult than actual questing. You have to do it with other players. Very, very fun. I love the Scarlet Monastery. But Brill indicate... his superiors at Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathknell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send. I mean, why not this guy? I mean, he's level 55. He's got a pretty sharp-looking axe. I mean, I have a dagger and an imp. He might be more qualified. His name's Philip even, but either way. Apparently, I'm pretty damn qualified. Find the messenger and bring back to Aaron whatever information I can find. Oh, so that's the guy I've been killing over and over. That's the messenger? Okay, easy enough. And neither of these things I can actually use, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I should grab the staff, maybe? I think I should grab the staff. I will eventually be able to learn staves. I have to go to a weapon trainer. So I think I'll grab that.
Beware.
All right, so accept that. I don't need to sell anything just yet. So basically, we're heading back to where we were, which is something you're going to notice a lot of in Classic WoW. I figure while we're over here, we might as well kill a couple converts. Make our way, we'll start off with this guy. Basically, blaze a path over to the guy we're trying to kill, the named mob, and get a little bit of experience while we're at it. I mean, these guys are already only level 3, so they're not that big of a deal to begin with. You were just now starting to cast, my dude? I cast like 4 Shadow Bolts before you did that. Like, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 off before he finally attacked. That's so weird. Alright, kind of low on mana, so we're just going to go ahead and put a Corruption. We're going to try and conserve mana on this. We're just going to do Corruption, have the Imp attack, and I'll melee. There we go. Now, can I pull him without pulling anybody else? I'll wait for my mana to come back a little bit before I do so. Actually, we've already killed him a couple of times, so we know he's not that big of a deal, but sometimes you risk pulling many, many mobs at the same time. And when you do that, it's not exactly a fun time. You guys saw that when old Jelly here kept on pulling spiders in that cave. So we have the Scarlet Crusade documents. Can we read them? Ooh. This first information as you seem necessary. Tirisfal Regional Command. Captain Melrose, Captain Vakon? Is that how you pronounce that? And then Captain Perrine. Directives by the order of the High Lord. Captain Perrine, further fortify your position at the southwest tower as designated. Additional supplies will be dispatched at a later date. In the meantime, material should be obtainable from the... I thought that was the name. Material should be obtainable from the surrounding farms. Also, further reconnaissance and information should be gathered about the organization of the undead in Brill. Captain Vakin, this is Korgel, who... Yeah, so we're talking about these are different captains and whatnot, which maybe we have to kill them later. This is just Vorkor, who's kind of like a messenger. Captain Varkon, there appears to be increased movement by the undead near the northern tower. This insurgence must be quickly and decisively dealt with. And then Captain Melrose, there are concerns about the level of organization of the undead near the borders of the Plague Lands. A fresh group of men will be dispatched to your position in the coming weeks. Glory under the light. So these are all different areas around Tirisfal Glades where the Scarlet Crusade are planning to ambush the Forsaken forces, which the undead, their faction's called the Forsaken. Very edgy, I know. Super edgelord. Gotta love it. And let's go up here and turn this in. I'm going to go for a high.
Hi there.
One day, somebody's going to respond to me. It's going to feel good.
I am forsaken.
All right, let's see what you got. You ruffle through the documents you've recovered. Some news of the exploits against us, worthless. Scouting reports, new orders, continue to build up camps, so on and so forth. Ah, what's this? A map of the dispositions of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this. I'll grab the staff and hold on to that. There'll need to be taken. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand, in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathknell, but I need someone to deliver these to Zygand, or this is Zygand, and I believe that he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathknell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork, and then keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way. So we're going to Brill, which is kind of a bigger city.
Our enemy is abound.
Oh, goodness. What we're going to go ahead and do real quick, since our Warlock Trainer's right here, right? He's right there, and we are so close to leveling. We're going to... Oh, he's only level 1. So when you look at the experience bars, green XP means you will get XP from them, but not a whole lot. But we can still get XP from these guys, so we might as well kill them up real quick. And level up right quick. And then go talk to Maximilian and see if we can maybe learn something before we make our way down the Brill. I mean, I'm sure there's a Warlock Trainer there, but I would like to have the new Warlock abilities before we even do that. We'll go ahead and tag both these guys so they both come to me. They're level like 1 and 2. Like, they're not all that difficult, right? I have no mana, but we can sit here in melee and let my pet basically do all the work. Alright. Got a leather belt. Inventory full. I'm losing out on money here. Alright. That's fine. We're talking about some copper. It'll be okay. And there it is, boys. We just leveled up in all 3 of our different specializations, which is nice. I mean, initially, Immolate did, what, 9 damage? It's still doing 10. Okay, that's because we don't have anything actually increasing our stats more so. But now that we're level 6. Okay, let's see. Warlock. Level 60 Troll Hunter.
Hello.
He's from the guild Game Over. Bloodguard is his PvP rank. His name is Zolas. That's his pet. Like I said, hunters can actually have pets. He's helping his friend start his first character. So he's level 60, which is max rank. And his friend here, I was just pointing out that like all the other players you see here happen to also be warlocks. All right, did we learn it? Ooh, Life Tap and Shadow Bolt rank 2. Can we afford both? We can afford both. So Shadow Bolt rank 2. So by default, our Shadow Bolt does 13 to 18 damage, right? This does 23 to 29 damage, which is awesome. But it's going to cost more mana. Pay attention to that. 40 mana for this, 2.2 second cast. This is 25 mana with a 1.7 second cast. So it's going to take longer to cast and cost more mana, but do roughly twice as much damage, right? So it's less than twice as much mana, but about twice as much damage, but with a slightly longer cast time. We're going to learn it. And then Life Tap's a very interesting ability. Basically, we can convert 20 of our health into 20 mana and keep on spamming that so we don't run out of mana. Now, the thing is, we're going to need some things to actually get our health back, which there are abilities for that, but we don't have them yet. So in the early levels as a Warlock, be careful using Life Tap. We're going to go ahead and learn that. All right, so to go to our spellbook here, put Life Tap. Let's put it on E right now, I think. I'm going to rearrange my keybinds later. But Shadow Bolt rank 2, put that on our bar. There we go. As you can see, if you look at the bottom right, Shadow Bolt rank 2, that's going to be our spell. Oh, I didn't realize it said thanks you too. Very happy. Very happy. The trolls share a starting zone excuse me, with the orcs over here, which is kind of neat. And Undead Warlock. Oh, there's our level 60 hunter running around. Alright, so if we keep on going down the road here, it says we're going to need to make a... I actually know where Brill is. I just want to... Okay, so we're going to Tierswall proper, hit a crossroads, and take the eastern fork, and then keep going east. Yeah, so we go down here, and here at the fork, we're going to want to keep on going this way. And there, as we get further into the zone itself, we're going to start seeing a lot more... I'm going to refresh my demon armor. We're going to start seeing a lot more higher level mobs. Like right now, level 3, level 1, level 2, and whatever. That's because we're in like the undead starting zone. The human starting zone is actually very similar. That's the other starting zone I did for Classic. Once you were done with like the initial areas, you come up to a big fence essentially that's like protecting you, and then you're like out in the actual zone itself. And it's kind of fun, like seeing the undead version of the human starting zone. Calvin Montague. What is that old game? Sir Daniel Fortescue? Was that the name of the character? Either way. Hey, mate. Apparently, he's English? I'm not so sure. Maybe Australian? Hey, mate, do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I've got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee something or other. Doesn't really matter... what her last name is. Anyway, it's nice little cozy. It's a nice little cozy place full of victims of the plague trying to make their way in the world. It's also a great spot for you to rest too if you need arises. You should check it out. You do, and I'll pay you well. So basically, the way this quest was put in here, like, hey, I need to deliver this letter to this person at the inn. And it's basically the game's way of saying, hey, go to an inn, go talk to innkeeper Renee, and learn about how inns work in World of Warcraft. And I can't carry that. I forgot. No! I am so upset right now. I was so excited to get, like, finally heading out. We're, like, all ready to go and everything. And, oh, sad days. I forgot to sell stuff. I can't even pick up the quest because there's no space in my bags to put the quest item, which is just a letter that we don't even really need. I mean, maybe I can read it. I hope we can read it. I'm interested to see what the letter's going to say. Now we have to run all the way back here. It's not actually that far of a run in the grand scheme of things, but still. Oh, and here's going to be like arcane resistance, fire resist, nature resist, frost resist, and shadow resist. Increases the ability to resist shadow-based attacks. Resistance against level 20, poor. I wonder why they chose level 20 as like the thing to display there. Either way, that's not really a big thing until you start getting into something like the later game dungeons and raids and things like that. Because certain bosses do like a bunch of fire damage and stuff, so having like armor and stuff like that has fire resistance on it's kind of a big deal. We really don't... I don't think we need that spring water just yet, honestly. Wait a minute. Forsaken Dagger, come on back. I forgot a while back to equip the Forsaken Dagger, which is better than our Worn Dagger. Good thing I was paying attention. That's the thing we have to take the Brill. I'm going to keep the staff for right now. There we go. That's what's so weird about this, right? You hover over the staff while you're here. Doesn't show how much it's worth. Talk to an NPC that you can sell stuff to. Now suddenly you can see how much it's worth. It's weird how that works out. Alright, now we're finally ready to make our way down the Brill. And accept that mission. Did I forget to sell the stupid belt? Oh well. Alright, we're going to take our Hearthstone, put it there. Because items are added to your inventory top to bottom. So we're going to put these things here. Put this up there. There we go. That way the Hearthstone's right where I want it. Actually, I could have technically used my Hearthstone right there. But I have a feeling, excuse me, that we're going to give them this note at the innkeeper. Renee, I think her name is. And then we're going to have a mission or a quest to come back this way. Maybe not. They may have us out of here permanently. And if so, we're going to make our new home in Brill. And that'll be where we're going to keep our Hearthstone. Look at the skybox. I love it. I don't know. So much nostalgia in this game, man. Even though I didn't play Classic. I didn't start playing WoW until like 2014.
What do you require?
But there's like nostalgia for like
Trust no one.
things I didn't even do. Like it's fun joining like a persistent online world like WoW. And then like, wow, this game's been updated and stuff like that for like 15 years. 10 years at the time. And now here I am. Like there's like so much that has happened like on these servers, like in this world and stuff like that. It's fun to explore. And we're going to try killing this Decrepit Darkhound here. It's level 6. There's a quest right up there we can grab, too. I just want to get a feel for how strong the mobs are going to be out here. Because we're outside the safety of the starting zone, boys. 75 XP. Not too bad. Dropped us some wolf meat. And up here we have Deathguard Simmer, who apparently has got a quest for us. And this is that crossroads. We have to keep on heading east this way. You can also check the signs. Agremand Mills and Brill are this way. Deathknell, which is where we just were, is that way.
Speak quickly.
What have we here? You look like a fledgling warlock. That's a fun word. If you hope to prove yourself to a Dark Lady, you need to learn the ways of the Forsaken. To the west, that way, you'll find a farm. Humans infest the land like mold on a rotting corpse. And worse yet, the Scarlet Crusade patrols nearby from their tower. Teach those scum a lesson and steal 10 of their precious pumpkins. Once you have 10, take them to Apothecary Johan in Brill. So I think we should do this first. If we're going to Brill anyway, we might as well finish up this quest with this guy and then complete both quests at the same time once we get there. So we're stealing pumpkins from the farm over here. All right, fair enough. Can I kill this little houndy boy here? I mean, experience is a good thing, right? All about the XP. You have to always be about the XP. And there we go. And as you go through the map, I'm just going to keep on walking forward here. Will automatic the update as I'm walking, or do I have to, like... I should actually maybe look where I'm going. But yeah, things on the map will like start to appear once I've actually explored that area. Alright, so level 6. I'm trying to find... Before I go any further... Oh, they're going to go all the way around here. Let's see if I can sneak around, instead of having to fight like each individual one. Again, the red enemies are going to be, they're going to aggro. If I get close to them, they'll aggro. I'll show you how aggro works. I don't think we've ever properly aggroed anything while we were back in Deathknell. So these guys, when they're yellow, they only attack you if you attack them. But if they're red, they're hostile to you. So if you get too close, then they come at you. He came at my imp first, because my imp was technically closer, but he would have came to me too if I was close enough. Oh, now he's gonna don't kill my imp. That's so much mana to get him back. Oh yeah, fight me instead of him. Oh, I hate when enemies flee, because what they do, when they get to low health like that, sometimes they'll flee and run towards their friends, and their friends will all start attacking. It's a huge pain. By the way, they dropped linen cloth, which is a crafting material used by tailors to craft certain things, and bandages especially for first aid. We haven't learned any professions yet, obviously. Herbalism. There's Peace Bloom right there. You can gather herbs out in the world, which is used for alchemy to make potions and flasks. There's mining nodes you can get as a miner, and mining stuff you can smith to as part of blacksmithing to make armor. Yeah, professions are a fun thing. I'm actually doing those in current WoW as well for the first time. Right now it's tailoring and alchemy, but I may change alchemy for something else. I'm not quite sure yet. Maybe even just go herbalism for Shadowlands. So like while I'm questing and leveling up in Shadowlands to get to the new max level, I can gather all the herbs I can and then use those herbs, sell them on the auction house, get a little bit of extra gold. Yeah, I'm trying to go around here so I can get inside the pumpkin patch. Oh, he's coming back. I waved hi. I said hey. You gonna say hi back or not? You better say hi back. I'm just waiting to see what he says. I think he's linking the quest, but I don't have an add-on or anything that allows me to like see this. Muertos, family of Murlocs. I think Familia's family. Muertos, Phantasma, I Dead. I'm just gonna say good luck, Smiley. And hopefully that'll be the end of it. I'm level 6. I mean, I could try to help.